Them niggas was ranked 10.
Yeah.
God damn,
Right? All right, he's right. That's exactly how y'all played. Right? Like ass. We shouldn't be named after a Seminole. We should be named after a Cherokee. All right, and y'all know which one. All right, now before we watch the film, all right, let's take a look at something. Look at you guys. Look at you guys go. Right, hey, oh wow, what a move. Look at Charles. Look at his face. More excited than a YouTuber at Chuck E. Cheese. Right? Look at all that balance, footwork, dexterity. Right? Then you get on the field and you start sliding like shower doors. And that's your problem. Y'all can't win the game because you're too busy trying to win the damn internet. Nice, first and goal, right? Take a look at Jacobs at linebacker. Oh my God, we're ranked number 10 in the nation. This is great. All I gotta do is fill the front side A gap. We should be able to get a stop. All right, but I'm easily influenced by backfield motion, just like my father at the strip club, right? I overrun the gap, and they run right through my hole like Popeye spicy chicken. Touchdown. All right, tie ball game, right? First and goal. Y'all just getting bullied like caribou. Take a look at Buck, getting thrown around like unsorted laundry, right? Watch Peters, all right, getting ran into the ground like his program in CFB 25 Dynasty. Touchdown, right? Hey, and DJ Davis, take that damn do-rag off. You got the same amount of waves as deep passes completed. Watching you play was like unboxing a damn Temu haul. Just disappointment after disappointment. Got no deep ball accuracy. Matter of fact, I should have got your mama out the portal. At least she would have put some touch on these balls.
Hey, shout out to Coach 30, dog. Hold on, try to get to the screen, bro. I'm trying to get to the screen, Street. Street, what's going on, bro? You're on mute, dog. I'm mute.
Man, oh my God, man. That might be the best one he ever did, though. That might be the best one he ever did, dog.
Straight classic, dog. Straight classic, man. Shout out to everybody, man, on this great Monday after the start of the football season in Dublin, Ireland. Florida State gets upset by Georgia Tech. I think the line was like 10, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 9.5, something like that, 10. And guess what we are? We on the private jet here at Hayes Street. Guess what? We didn't go to Ireland for the game. We came to Ireland for the party. And right now, we outside the Temple Bar in Dublin, Ireland. Right now. Y'all clap it up for us. No, anybody? Don't worry about it. Anyway, we here for the party in Ireland. We in Ireland right now. Yeah. And the reason Street never knows where we are because he's scared of flying. So I gotta give him a pill and knock him out like B.A. Baracus on 18. And when he wake up, he be like, dog, let me get a Jack with a double shot of Coke, a lot of ice. And he be ready to party.
B.A. Baracus.
Yeah, man.
He said you should be named after a Cherokee. Did anybody catch that? We should.
You know the one I'm talking about.
The Cherokee. You know what I'm talking about. What are you talking about, Hayes?
Cherokee dies.
Who?
You don't know what he's talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think they know. Like, who missed that? Who had that one over? Who? When he said we should be named after Cherokee because he had just said we play like ass. Them boys ass.
he said, and we got nerve to be named after Seminoles. We should be named after Cherokee. So, hey, Coach 30, we appreciate you, dog. Don't copyright us. We want you to come on the show, man. Come talk to us, man. I would love to hear how you came up with this concept. I really would love to hear the story of how he decided to do that. And I got a feeling it was probably kind of by mistake. Like he probably was doing that around his friends, and they were like, "Man, you should put that on YouTube." I guarantee that's probably I don't think he thought about it he was probably just doing it and it became something. That's how I feel. I may be wrong, but that's how I feel about it.
I think I know he used to coach.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. So
yeah, that was hilarious. But listen, bro. I mean, so listen. A lot of football done started now. Me and you was just trying to tread water till we got to this point. Well, football season now it's just everything to talk about. Florida State gets upset in Dublin, Ireland, Hayes. And here's my thing. You was a coach, so give me your take on this. Your number 10, Georgia Tech, isn't ranked. Somehow, I don't know how it happens, whether the ACC chooses it, but you guys end up out the gate, Georgia Tech, Dublin, Ireland, right? With everything to lose and Georgia Tech everything to gain.
And a conference game at that. Wow.
Right. So as a coach, right? Because to me, Georgia Tech looked just as fast as Florida State. And I would think a trip to Ireland and not, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of not focus, a little bit of it's just Georgia Tech. To have you showing up like that, right? Like, hey, did that even the playing field for Georgia Tech? Like, did it help Georgia Tech? To me, I think it, you know what I'm saying? Did it even the playing field? Like, do you want to be there versus Georgia Tech, you know what I'm saying, at game one?
Yes, like it's a big game, it's a great experience, all of that kind of stuff. So what happens in that sense, and in my opinion, what happens in that sense, right? You go in, you playing a conference game, right? Florida State, Georgia Tech, proximity is close, right? They close. I mean, you talking about Atlanta versus Tallahassee. It's not like across the country. They don't play. They play all the time because they're in the same conference. But we got to go thousands of miles across the water with passports to play this game. And like that's when you talk about a neutral site, that's a neutral site. And here's what I will say. I think Florida State came out with a game plan, trying to like embarrass them, going for two. Going for it on 4th and 9. But it did. Shout out to Brent Key, the head coach from Georgia Tech. He got his team prepared. They went down 8. It didn't deter them. He was like, okay, we good. And here's what I will say about Georgia Tech. And I say this about a lot of teams. And a lot of people don't realize this. Teams get better. Not only through the transfer portal, but through the players they already have. This is now Haynes King's second year there. This is Jamal Haynes. He was there last year, the running back. The O-line is coming back. So what I'm saying is a lot of people think teams don't get better, even though they finished off 7-6. Did they go to a bowl game last year? Yeah, they went to a bowl game and won. So they were really 6-6, 7-6 with the bowl win. But they got better. I don't know if they're great, but they got better. You understand? Haynes King is probably a little bit more comfortable now in the system. You know, he's athletic. He can run, so forth. Jamal Haynes is tough as the running back there. We both know Chris Leary was there. What I would say is that Georgia Tech didn't waver when it kind of looked bad at the beginning, right? They came right back, and they was running the ball. And Florida State's defense didn't show up. It didn't really show up. You know, they had a lot of big plays, a lot of big things, and that's just what it was, man. And I think Florida State, in my opinion, it almost looked like they kind of took their foot off the gas, if that makes sense. Because Georgia Tech was fighting back, you know? Right. They didn't just lay down.
Right. What you mean by take their foot off the gas? They were never really up, were they?
No, but they just looked different, like, especially in the second half. Something looked different. You know what I mean? I know DJU, he get a lot of flack. No, he's not Jordan Travis. He doesn't have the same athleticism. You know, he didn't have a terrible game. I don't know. Let me pull up the box score to see what the exact. I think he missed like 8 passes. Let me see.
like 190 yards he threw for.
Yeah. Let me see. 21-24 right here. You have he was 19 for 27. So yeah, he missed 8 passes for 193, no touchdowns, no interceptions. But he missed some real big passes. The running back that's a transfer from Alabama, Roydell Williams, was 12 carries for 38 yards, right? 3.2 a touchdown. Toa Feely had 8 carries for 32 yards, 4 yards a carry and a touchdown. So it's like Georgia Tech didn't go away. It's like you keep swatting at that doggone that bee or that hornet or that yellow jacket, and it just won't go away. And eventually you get stung. You know what I mean? It's just kind of because look at it. Haynes King was 11 for 16 for 146. No touchdowns, no interceptions. So
what did the running back have?
He had 11 for 75. 11 for 75, 2 touchdowns.
And he was 5'9", 5'10", 190 pounds.
Yeah, and then but again, Haynes King killed him with his legs. Remember, it was raining over there too, right? Now, what does that mean for DJU and them? I don't know, but here's the difference. Haynes King had 15 carries for 54 yards. So he kept the sticks alive. He kept the chains moving. And that right there is important. So that's big right there, man.
Florida State, the loudest voice about leaving the ACC, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just odd that the season starts off, you know what I'm saying, like this for them.
Yeah, and I'll say this too, right? When you look at it, they only had 98 yards rushing. And that's what the difference in the game. They had 193 passing. Georgia Tech had 146 passing. But Georgia Tech had 190 rushing. They had 90. They outrushed them by 100 yards. And that is still the art of football. I don't care what anybody says. If you can't run the football, it's hard to win games consistently. Yeah, you can win some games throwing around the yard, but if you don't have a running game, it's going to be hard, dog. It's going to be hard. And that's what it is. Because everything else is pretty much even. I mean, 20 first downs to 18 first downs. 5 for 12 on third down efficiency, 5 for 9. 58 total plays to 52 total plays. 2 punts. Like no turnovers. The clock possession, 30 minutes and 39 seconds to 29 minutes, 21 seconds. So the score dictates an even game, and it came down to a last-second field goal, and Florida State just didn't go away. I'm sorry, Georgia Tech just didn't go away.
A lot of people have Florida State pick to win the ACC, right? Pick to win it, or you know what I'm saying? Georgia Tech coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to tip your hat to him, right? You got to tip your hat out to him because they say Florida State picked to win the ACC, best defensive line in the ACC. And I try to tell people, like, it's hard to hit a moving target. Mm-hmm. And he got Haynes King moving, you know what I'm saying, in that game. And dog, the coaching, like, people talk about the talent. Schemes a lot of times win games, though. Mm-hmm. The scheme, the system, our plan versus your plan. Like, Georgia Tech coach did a masterful job. And one other thing that they have, they're very, very tough, though. They got a linebacker that looked like it's 1986. You might well just give him a donut.
Hey.
Dog, very tough. Very tough team. And toughness is something that kind of getting away from football. Like, that's just what he looked like out there, dog. That's just what he looked like out there. So, 2 things, man.
All right.
A hell of a game plan. And they're a tough team.
Yeah.
Florida State got some monsters in the middle, dog. Daryl Jackson is a monster, dog.
Yeah. No, you're right. Like I say, sometimes what they say is not the size of the dog in the fight, but the fight in the dog, man. And again, in saying that, he brought his team to play, right? He did a good job getting that. That is the epitome of having your team prepared. You know you're the underdog. A 10-point spread is on you, right? Those players know that. Those coaches know that. Everybody and their mama thought that Georgia Tech may cover the spread, but not beat Florida State, right? They thought Georgia Tech may cover the spread, but not beat Florida State, and they came to play. I mean, my man kicked it. Bro, think about it. What the dude from Florida State kicked a 59-yarder, some craziness, 60-something yard, some craziness. So, it is what it is. Now, I will say this, and I'm going to say, I know I'm a Cayon now, but I will say this. There you go. Linebacker of the week. Okay. Here's what I will say. They took that early loss, but I think we're going to need about 3 more games. By the time we get into the first quarter of the season, after game 4, we'll probably really see who Florida State is. Let me see what their schedule is. And here's what I also say, and this is no excuse, but this is where the rust comes in. This is where all of that kind of stuff comes in and which team can overcome it. See, Florida State, they got a weird schedule. Most people don't start their schedule off in conference play. They start off with Georgia Tech conference play. Boston College is a conference play game. Then they go to Memphis. Then Cal is a conference. So out of the first 4 games, 3 of their games are conference games. So we'll see what kind of team. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. But on the back end of their schedule, they don't have conference play. The last 3 games is Notre Dame, Charleston Southern, and Florida. So they're front loaded with conference games. And I think it'll be very interesting to see how it all pans out, man. But I think after the game 4, which will be the Cal game, we'll see the type of team. Even if they go and win these games, we'll see the type of team they are. And Boston College got a quarterback named Castellanos who can run as well. He's super athletic now. So that may be a problem.
I saw him live last year. Actually I was in the stands for a change and actually watched the game from the stands. Yeah, bro. I mean, like I try to temper my expectations because I realize we're in a era of college football where coaches and colleges are trying to figure it out. Hayes, we done entered into uncharted waters where I believe you import a bunch of talent, y'all run it up, and then they leave. And I'm not sure coaches have figured out that aftermath of them leaving, transitioning back to that kid who you put that guy in front of, getting him ready to play, bringing in more guys. See, that hangover is starting to get teams. You know what I'm saying? Right. They got Michigan. Right. Now, we can't really judge Florida State from one game, but they looked lethargic. They looked slow. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think coaches and programs are still trying to figure out this new day and age of football that we're in.
Yeah, you got a valid point, Street. And the biggest thing I think coaches are trying to figure out how to manage so much turnover.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, that's a problem. Before, you used to get maybe 5 guys in. That's easy management. But when you flipping dudes that came in, came out, then you have to manage, watch this, the guy that you're saying should be next, right? This sophomore that's coming up. You're going to be the man next year. But you go in the portal and get a guy and put him in front of him. How do you manage that? Like, and how do you manage in such a short time? I don't think people realize from December, January, from January till now, that's a short period of time. What are we? We're in the 8th month. So in 8 months, you got to get this team back together that has really been disassembled and put back together. And then you still got guys leaving in the summer who you were counting on. Right. So you're like, okay, I got this guy. I'm counting on him. He did what? He just entered the what? Damn. Like, you know what I mean? And so
Right.
it's different. See, but here's the difference, though, Sean. Sean says treat it like the pros. I disagree with that. I think this is way different than the pros because, one, the pros don't come in and out in several times of the year. Think about it. From January, there's a window. There's one in March. Then there's one right before the year. And then there's one in the summer. And it's some teams just picking up players 2 weeks ago. The pros don't work like that. Like the pros, there's a window of time. This is what it is, and this is what it ain't. But in college, it's like 4 or 5 windows, bro.
Right.
So, you know. And that's my only beef with the transfer portal street. I don't mind the transfer portal. I just got a beef with so many windows opening and closing, opening and closing, opening and closing. That's my only.
Then they just
make it more like
they just put out something to stop to close one. They just they just proposed that there's only one window in December. I think I don't know if it went through or you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now let's talk DJ Uiagalelei. DJ Uiagalelei. Florida State this offseason, right? Seeing that they were locked in on him. It almost seemed as if Norvell was like, hey, listen, man. Hey, listen, I look, 2021, 2,200 yards, 9 touchdowns, or 2022, 22 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, you know what I'm saying? That 2,500 yards, 2,600 yards last year. It seemed like Norvell was locked in on him, like, hey, man, I think I could do something with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's experienced. This is 5th year. This is 1, 2, 3, 5th year.
Mm-hmm.
And it seemed like they were locked in on him, like, hey, nah, that's my first pick. We got him. Y'all move out the way. Y'all move out the way. He's ours, right? And because, and I'm not sure what Norvell was thinking, you know what I'm saying? But you talk about it all the time. These coaches always feel like, hey, man, that dude over there, man, I played with that dude over there, Northern Illinois. Like, he don't know what he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get Uiagalelei. I'll fix him. You know what I'm saying? Or we could ride out. Now, last year at Oregon State, he threw 315 attempts. He completed 180, 2,600 yards, 21 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Uiagalelei didn't throw a touchdown this weekend. Now, he stood up in the 4th quarter. He did. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't throw a touchdown this weekend. Like, how do you feel like it seems as if they were not hell-bent, but they were locked in on him. And he went out there and he looked just like the same guy I saw 2 years ago versus Jakari when they blew Miami out. But it had everything to do not with him. you know what I'm saying? He looked like the same guy.
I just found like, here's what I realized, and coaches do this. I've always said it even in recruiting. Coaches recruit the things they can't coach, which is size, speed, and effort, right? They feel like you can't coach a guy to be bigger. What I'm saying, yeah, you can lift some weights, but I'm not going to make you 6'5", 320, and you walking in there, 6'1", 250. Like that's not you get what I'm saying?
Right.
Speed. You're not going to increase speed. You're fast, or you know what I mean? You have it or you don't. You may shave off a little here and there, but at the end of the day, you're not going to take a 5 flat and make him a 4.3 guy. It's not happening. And in effort, you can't coach that either. You could try to steal it, do some drills, but you got it or you don't, dog.
Right.
So DJU has all of the tools. I just don't know if he knows what tool to use for what situation. He may be pulling out a screwdriver when he needs a hammer. And see, that's what coaches feel like they can fix. He's big. He's got a strong arm, all those things, but it means nothing if it doesn't get into the hands of the other guy. I don't know his mental capacity so far as his FBI, his football IQ for the game. I don't know that. But what I will say is when it came down to it, as I followed it, Cam Ward and DJU were the kind of two in the running. And I remember seeing what was Cam Ward on? God, dog, I just told you this the other day. Ken Ward was on a podcast and he was talking about why did he pick Miami. And he said Florida State stopped contacting him, communicating with him when he said he was going to declare for the draft, in essence, right? I know it's a different situation. And they kind of backed off of him, and Miami stayed on him. And so that's why he just went all in on Miami. Shout out to Rick Ross taking him to Prime 112. But I think, like you said, he was like, okay, I ain't got time to play with this guy saying he's going to, if this is our guy, let's stick with him, let's go with it. And I believe he may have been the best available at the time. He was the best available outside of Ken Ward, in which they made a decision to say, hey, he wanted to play with the NFL. I ain't got time to deal with that. Let me go with this guy.
I think he was on Shadur's podcast.
Shadur, yes, thank you.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember. I remember he was on the podcast, but I couldn't remember.
When he said that, yeah, I think it was on Shadur podcast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like I say, I don't know, bro. That quarterback, man, that quarterback room, boy. You know, and here's why Mike Norvell, right? Sometimes it worked for you, sometimes it don't. Wouldn't this be the same situation he had with Jordan Travis?
What do you mean?
Remember, Jordan Travis was talking about going to be Jordan Travis was talking about going to be a wide receiver. And Mike Norvell comes in and says, I believe in you. I did see, so Mike Norvell feels like I can coach you to greatness. You have the tools.
He definitely nursed Jordan Travis to greatness. Whether it was Jordan Travis or him, they did it together. He definitely. We watched. I had never seen a quarterback evolve like that.
Mm-hmm. And so sometimes you get a false positive, like, oh, I could do it with him. I could do it with this guy.
Listen, bro, I had never seen a quarterback evolve the way Jordan Travis did. Yep. Usually they don't get that long of a chance. I think that's part of it.
Yeah.
We're watching it with Jalen Milroe also.
Yeah. Shout out to Jalen Milroe, my quarterback in the draft. Shout out to Jalen Milroe. You're gonna win your boy some munions. And speaking of munions, shout out to Falcon of TRX with a 305 Street. State champions will be crowned next Saturday. Crown next Saturday. Crown me, fool. Crown me. So I'm loving it.
Florida State, yeah, we could talk about them losing all long, but dog, college football as a whole, I've been saying this for the last couple of years. Transfer portal, NIL is going to create some parity.
Yes.
SMU jumps. Miami Hurricane State jumps in the ACC. Takes the powder puff. Game 1.
Almost lost it.
And go out there and play. We fight for our life. Fourth quarter. What's this go? We fight for my life. They out there fighting.
I'm with Leslie, damn it.
They're fighting for their life, dog. Who they had? Nevada,
the Wolfpack. But here's what I'll say. Before we jump into that. I do want to say this about Georgia Tech before we move on.
Okay.
My question to you, Street, is Georgia Tech good? Should the ACC be worried in the sense of, can they knock some people off? They play. And the funny thing, their schedule is ACC heavy on the front end too. They start off with Florida State, Georgia State, Syracuse, VMI. That's their first 4. Then they go right into Louisville, Duke, North Carolina, Notre Dame. Are they a team? I don't think they're a playoff contending team, but are they a team that can ruin other people's season this year? Can they ruin a Louisville's opportunity this year?
I think now you see them coming. I think they are a decent team. I think Miami woke a sleeping giant last year. It kind of started with us. But I think now you see them coming, and now it's not like, oh, that's Georgia Tech. Cause we don't see them beat North Carolina last year. They beat Miami last year. We don't watch them knock Florida State off in front of God and everybody. I think it's a different thing when people start looking at you like, oh, you know what I'm saying? We have to get past them. Yeah, and so now I think we see people deal with them different. But I do think they're well coached, bro, and I think they're tough, and I think they're playing a greater football that toughness and stuff has kind of been wiped out of football like that. Everybody want to play fast and not and nobody's really tough but they're tough, dog. Like they play tough. So do I think they not? Nah. I think once they become not the 100, but once they become on people's radars, I think they're gonna have to show improvement. I don't know if they have the depth. I don't know if they have the roster. When them little wide receivers start getting knocked out the game, so they all 5. They got over 5 already.
Yeah, they got some little cats out there, but like I said, I mean, I think if they can beat a Louisville, they could be the season records in the ACC. They can throw a Virginia Tech down. They can, that kind of stuff. And then they finish, of course, with Georgia at the end because that's a state rivalry. But yeah, man, shout out again to Falcon, the 305 in the building. The new Georgia Tech is not a wreck. No triple option. Yeah, I remember those days, the triple option and all that. What was his name? Paul Rhodes. What was his name? Paul Rhodes, I believe.
Paul
Rhodes, I believe, right?
It wasn't Rhodes.
Paul Johnson. Paul Johnson. So yeah, it is what it is. And of course, we'll definitely see what's going on. But
But yeah, so yeah, SMU, man. I mean, they 29-24, they knock off Nevada. Some people was picking SMU to be in the ACC championship. Like some people saying thinking that last year can come over here and shake something up. And they go out to Nevada, man, and is in a dogfight. Obviously, way more talented than Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
Tight end, they got just running wild. Man, with 8 catches, 162 yards. He averaged 20 yards a catch. Tight end just running wide open whenever he feel like it. He just doing what he wants to do.
From SMU?
Yeah, RJ Maryland.
I think I had him on my fantasy too. I don't know. I got everybody. I'm the commissioner, doggone it. I'm the commissioner. I don't let nobody get good players.
But the most interesting thing that I saw was the Miami running back, Brashard Smith, who recently went to Miami Hurricane State, started at running back.
Hold on, Street. Tell them what Miami Hurricane State mean for people that just coming in.
Miami Hurricane State, SMU, dog, is Miami Hurricane State, dog.
That's funny.
Dog, SMU is Miami Hurricane State. But Brashard started at running back. The weirdest thing, man, let me see. J4. And Jalen Knighton was already there, had been there for 2 years.
Yeah.
I saw he was on a preseason running back list. And Brashard got most of the carries. And this is the same Brashard that we all was begging to play running back at Miami.
Yeah. Bro,
I knew he was a running back his whole entire life.
Yeah. Yeah.
But hold on, one second, Hayes, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Doak Campbell.
Doak
Walker wore watch this. This was a few days ago. Jalen Knighton.
Wow.
And then he got like 4 carries, 2 catches, something crazy like that. I don't know. Maybe he set out the first half. I don't know. It was very weird to me. I would think that having them both in the backfield could be very effective. He had 4 carries, Hayes. Then he had 2 catches.
Right.
Brashard had 11 carries for 67 yards and 2 catches.
Mm-hmm.
Weird, bro.
No, very much so. Brashard has the talent. That one thing I could say about it, we know that, we see that all the time. I think the biggest issue is, or the biggest thing is that I think Brashard has seen the light. right? In that sense, meaning I don't want to pigeonhole myself in this because, and this is a shout out to Bashar. Hopefully this is what he saw. The position is being played differently because of his versatility. He can still line up as a running back, motion out. Now they in five wide, and they got the advantage. Right. Now they got the advantage from a personnel perspective. So upstairs where your spotters are looking down, all right, coach, they're in 10 personnel, coach. They're in 11 personnel, coach. One tight end, one running back. Well, wait a minute. Brashard go motion out to an empty set. Now, do you have you try to match 11 personnel, or let's get real funky with it. You put a big back in there, like an H back. Brashard is back there. Then he motions out. Who's gonna cover Brashard? Oh, maybe the skinny dude. But then you got the big back in there that can go up the middle. Like that's the beauty of having those kind of guys. And I think Brashard is starting to understand that value when you go to try to take it to the next level. You've increased your value by being versatile like that. And hopefully that's what he sees. And I wish they would have done that with him at Miami, because the Clemson play, without that Clemson play, we don't win. But that Clemson play, his speed, his ability showed what he can do. And I think that was the last time we saw him at running back, to be honest.
He got in a few more times at running back. It wasn't that successful. But it's just it's funny how you're yelling and screaming, "Hey man, go to running back," and you're yelling and screaming, "James Williams, go to linebacker." and they pick and choose to do it at the most inopportune time, right?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, don't waste a whole bunch of time floating around, flopping around, trying to learn how to play wide receiver when you know you played running back your entire life. Now he may have his reasons. I mean, I don't think he likes to take the beating.
Sure.
He may have his reasons.
Yeah, for sure. 435 people in the building. Appreciate it, man. This is Hayes Street, where we talk all sports, not just Miami Hurricanes. For some people that think this is just a Canes podcast. No, we are two Miami Hurricane fans, but we talk all sports on Hayes Street, right? And if you want to go to Caneville and you want to go to Canes Talk Live, that's what we'll talk about, a lot of those things. So I know we may have some new listeners and people think, why are we talking about Florida State? Well, this is where we talk all sports. So I just let people know that may be new to the channel or new to this segment, but that's what we do here, man. Appreciate 432. And we are simulcasting on Facebook, YouTube, and X, aka Twitter, in the building. Right. And if you're a real Miami Hurricane fan, make sure you check us out Wednesday for the YouTube takeover from 4 p.m. to midnight, 8 hours straight. And you really get your cane. All the Miami Hurricane YouTubers should be popping in, stopping through, and you'll get your full 8-hour dose of that thing. You'll be like this, ODing on Cane info. Huh?
That boy said if you're a real Miami Hurricane fan.
There you go. 4 p.m. to midnight. We're doing a whole shift on that thing. So there it is, man. But yeah, SMU is a very interesting program too, man. I think they definitely have some weapons over there. I think they're sneaky good. But here's what I will say too. One thing about SMU that I can say I can appreciate is they found a way to win. Right? Could have lost, but they found a way to win. Here's the difference, though. Everybody has rust. And you remember, there's these no contact practices anymore. I think they can only make contact twice a week and all that kind of stuff. So tackling is going to be bad and all of that stuff. That's why these coaches harp on getting to the football, right? Even though my tackling may be bad, but it's hard to outrun, 5, 6, 7 people at the point of attack, So,
right.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So with that being said, it's like you put a little bit in the week one, but not a lot. And this is why the big boys don't play conference games week one. They go play a Mercer. They go play a Nevada, kind of like that kind of deal, right? You see people start off with some of the smaller schools to get that piece off, get the players acclimated, ready to rock and roll. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Brian, shout out to you, man. No problem, bro. That's why we here, baby. That's what we do. Appreciate you, Brian.
What happened?
No, he was saying thanks for clearing that up. I was saying, no, it's all good, baby. Falcon for another 305 in the building. Yeah, 305. Storming the swamp next Saturday. Anyone else? Post up. Street, you gonna be in the building, dog? I mean, I know you big time. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I might, you know what I'm saying, that money right. I come through, you know what I'm saying? All about that fatty, that pacino, that cheese, that mignon.
One thing I'll tell you about my dog Street, he gonna get the story. He gonna talk to the player. I seen Street walk out there in the middle of the field at it wasn't halftime. This was in the middle of the play. In the middle of the play to go ask Ruben Bain a question.
What?
I sure did. Yeah, they was giving it down. Green 22. You see Street walk on the field. Hey, Ruben, are you about to sack this dude or not? Ruben Bain, like, yeah, I'm right. All right. Hey, can I get a drop? Let's go, Footballville, Caneville, Street.
Oh, they talk about Ruben Bain down there. Mario talked about Ruben Bain, kind of like, hey man, we trying to live up to his expectations. You know what I'm saying? We try, like they trying to keep pace with him.
They say he going that hard, huh?
Yeah, kind of like, man. Yeah, that's what the way we do is we bring in a Francis Magoa and a Markel Bell and people to challenge him. Yeah, bro, they talking like Bain is something that they ain't seen in a while down there. I don't know what Bain down there doing. Getting the practice 2 hours early.
Man, that boy out there eating power pellets, dog.
So I don't know what Bain out there doing. But
listen,
no, man, talk to me.
No, I'm saying I'm all for it, dog. And what I can't wait to see from these guys, I want to see how they pass protect this. This is what's interesting to me. I'm looking at the bodies out here on D-line, and you only got certain numbers. 5, you start off 5 linemen, typically your 4 D linemen, maybe in the 30 front. Mm-hmm. But offense does have one extra. But if you have to double somebody, for example, you typically double the nose, right? Because the center needs that help because you got to stop the ball. I don't know if you could take Ruben Bain one-on-one throughout a whole game and him not eat. Well, okay, bring the running back over there. Well, that's -1 in the passing. Fine. But then you got other cats on the other side. I'm hearing Marquise Lightfoot getting busy. Henry Barrow getting busy. Then you got Simeon Barrow and Henry Barron. Excuse me.
Barron. What is his name? Henry. Right. Simeon Barrow.
Yeah. Then you still got a Mezzador. My man got some springs in his cleats or something. They done made some springs in his jaw. So I'm interested to see how this D-line works against Florida. And I don't know if I want to see them blitz. I just want to see if the 4 can create enough pressure and enough problems without having to send Kiko up the middle, or off a stun or blitz or something like that. I'm really interested to see that.
Last year, I remember them saying that they were getting pressure, but they wasn't getting near early in the season.
Right.
And what does that tell you? What does that mean to you?
So it means that you're not getting enough, right? They call it getting home. So those 4 are creating pressure. They may get him off schedule, meaning the quarterback not throwing it on schedule, but you're still not getting a sack. You're still not getting, you're not disrupting the play, right? It's like, I'm almost there. So now when you send that blitz or that 5th man, now it becomes a little bit more pressure. But again, these guys are older. The room looks a little bit different now. So it'll be interesting to find out, man. It really would be interesting to find out how this thing plays out. I can't. I'm finna go to sleep right now. Wake up Saturday. I'm ready.
What they say in prison, you got 4 days in the wake up.
4 days in the wake up. I don't know what that mean.
You got 4 days, and then when you go to sleep, you wake up, and it's game day. You ain't got another day. You ain't got another day to wait.
Okay.
So you got 4 days and a wake up. That's how the prisoners count their days.
Oh my God.
It's funny though. We talk about Bain, but check out this clip right here. From the Hurricanes Let's see.
Effort will overcome that. I'm gonna tell you something about effort. Let me pause it right now. Let's see what y'all say.
We talk about bang, 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 bang so much, right? Bang, 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 right? Check this
sticks out like a sore thumb in this football team. I'll say. Good job. And if they don't, all right, effort will overcome that. I'm gonna tell you something about effort. Let me pause it right now. Let's see what y'all say. Who sticks out like a sore thumb in this football team playing hard?
Messi.
Oh my God, it ain't close. It ain't close. And like it's like, oh my God, he's playing at a different speed than everybody else because he's playing hard.
I love football. I love practicing. I haven't played football in a while, so anytime I can get on the field, it's a great day.
Oh, Canadian in the building.
No, because we bringing it up by the defensive line, right? And you hear it live from them in. That was Lightfoot talking. You hear it live from the who playing at another speed. Matador.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know Bang gonna show up. Matador done stood up because what he done seen Bang do.
I'm telling you, dog.
We gonna see DJ Langley Saturday. And whoever else behind DJ Langley. We might get the AJ Wagwee, whoever else back there.
I want graham cracker Mertz on a s'more. I want him slapped up, and then I want to see the young DJ Lagway. I want to see him. I want to see. Ooh.
So if Mesidor is playing, Mesidor don't cut his hair. If Mesidor is playing at that level on the other side, right? So what are we looking at? Give me a visual, Hayes. Both of these guys are at tackle, right? Like, where are they?
Yeah, dogs. This is what I'm saying. That's what I was saying before. If you got the 5 O-linemen, you got 2 dominant defensive ends. And I tell people all the time, the defensive ends are the $100 million dudes. They affect the game, right? And then we could talk about Aaron Donald affecting it too at a 3 technique. Then you got a guy like Barron, right? I'm sorry, Barrow, Simeon Barrow, who can create that. You're creating so many problems and pass protection issues that you're going to have to bring more people to the party because one man can't get it done. So I got to bring 2 to try to help. Well, the more people you bring to the party, the less people you got out there dancing, and that's receivers. So if you want to bring a running back in there, fine. But then you only got 4 receivers. If you want to keep a tight end to block and kind of max protect that deal, now you got 7 in the protection. Well, now you only got 3 receivers. So I'm just excited to see how I want to see what Lance Guidry does through the philosophy, through the scheming of this game. Does he have to blitz? Does he not? Or is he just a blitz happy coach, which some are, and there's nothing wrong with that, where, hey, I'm just going to send more than you can handle because I know y'all can't handle the front 4. And if I bring another one, you can't handle that either. So before you can get the ball off, I don't care if you put 4 out there, 5 out there, your quarterback going to be under, he going to be under duress. So that's what I'm worried. That's what I want to see.
No, it's hard for me. Yeah, it's hard for me to believe, that those guys are going to be able to. They're going to be hard to be blocked, bro. You got Simeon Barrow in the middle. So tell me what we're looking at, Hayes. Give me a visual. They at tackle or they at end?
So apparently they're running like this 30. They're running this 30 deal. And remember, we didn't talk about Malik Bryant yet. I want to make sure I slide him in there because he's kind of the unsung. He's kind of the question mark coming off there as well. But like you say, you're looking at it in the sense of Simeon Barrow in the middle, right? Okay, he's occupied by center and guard. Then you look at Tyler Mesidor. I want to call him Simeon. Then you're looking at Mesidor. He playing like a madman coming off the edge. So now, can you block him one-on-one?
He's on the edge. Who's that tackle?
Yeah. So remember, Barrow is at tackle. If they're running the 30 front, it's only 3 of them. So Barrow is in the middle, and then you got Ruben, and then you got Simeon. So maybe Henry, I keep calling him Henry, but Tyler Barron, all right, maybe rotating in. Maybe when they go certain packages, they want to bring the forefront. I don't know. But here's what I know. I like a 30 front too sometimes. But if I can get 4 pass rushers, I don't need an extra linebacker because y'all go get them. You understand? So I'm just.
So we got 3 down linemen.
3 down linemen. Barrow, Ruben and Mesidor. Bain and Brett Mesidor.
And then 3 linebackers.
Right. So you got Barrow.
Barrow, and they outside. So, and the guards got to go get the linebackers.
Not necessarily. I mean, if you pass blocking, not necessarily. So what you're going to do, that 30 front, you're going to bring that extra guy, whether it's Wesley Basaint, whether it may be that guy like a Malik Bryant who kind of played linebacker, defensive end. He may be that extra guy off the edge. So those are the type of things.
And he looks good. When he looks good coming off the edge, bro. Like,
and I said this about Malik Bryant. Shout out to Malik Bryant's family. Shout out to Jones High School here too in Orlando. But when he played against Northwestern up here in the Camping World Stadium, they had him at Mike linebacker. I didn't think he had his full potential going because there was a lot going on. But when he come off the edge, boy, you got a problem. Because it was less thinking, still got to work, still got to think. But he knew his assignment. It was clean and cut what he had to do. And he a big dude, bro. He ain't no little dude. He ain't no little cat now. He ain't no little cat.
In practice, he looks good coming off the edge. I never thought he should have been in the middle. I didn't think he should be in the middle. But coming off that edge, where he did a lot of damage at IMG also, man, he's fast. He's strong. I think he's comfortable there. That should be hard to block, bro. Like once the chemistry and everything get in, because I mean we brought in a bunch of transfers. They got to play together. It's a team sport. That should be hard to block. Now let's get to it, man.
Real quick, somebody said this. Rich Corleone said DC said today in the interviews running 4 down. I knew he would. You got too many talented guys to have one of them sitting on the bench. And not to say this with any hate or anything, but I think your D linemen overall are better than your linebackers overall. So why have them sitting on the bench and you have a linebacker that may be down here versus a lineman that's up here? Put him on the field and let him eat. So I just want to say that real quick before you move on.
Now you got to show me what we're looking at now. So now we can't get out of here yet. Shout out to 27 Kane with the $20. Got the feeling we about to witness something special. Let's go, Kane.
My button kind of broke today. I broke it, so I gotta reset it. Clap it up for $20, man. Clap it up. Yeah.
All the Hurricane fans in here, man. This y'all homework. I already gave the homework to the villains this weekend. We was in the crib talking, man, in the Discord.
At the crib.
Go watch the Colorado versus Washington State highlights. And just watch Cam Ward throw the ball and his ball placement and his the synergy that he has with his wide receivers, the chemistry that he has. Just watch where he's placing the ball, and it's gonna bring a tear to you. You're gonna be like, T.O. Ward, that's 5 days. That's my quarterback, man. That's y'all homework. Just go watch it for the Kane fans here. So, all right, man, let's get to it, bro. Here's somebody drifting here posting about high school football kicked off, and a couple of Florida didn't do well this weekend. Nationally, we got obliterated. You know what I'm saying? Even IMG flew to Utah and got knocked off by Corner Cayon. Was up 21-7. Had a couple busted plays with DBs falling down, and Corner Cayon got back in it, and they lost the game. I got it right here, huh? They lost the game on a 2-point conversion. What a tackle. I thought that boy was going right in zone. What a tackle.
Rewind that selector. I want to see that.
What a tackle. No, Friday nights, high school football, packed stadium. Listen, I'm 45, 47 years old. It don't get old for me. I don't give a damn how. I'm gonna be out there in the wheelchair. Dog, that
Turn up, man.
under the radar. Bro, what a tackle! That's a coach's dream, man. That's exactly what y'all talking about in practice, right?
Yeah, but on the flip side, it's so disheartening as a coach because you like, if I gave it, I would have walked right in. Like, yeah, bro. If you get
into the running back?
Yeah, I mean, you make a call, you got to stick with it. But it's just one of those, it's tough, man. It's just
wait, slow down. Your coach mind going faster than the rest of us. You saying if I would have gave it, what do you mean?
We gave the ball because remember, it's like he showed the dive to come around, right? Isn't that what I saw? Play it again.
So
play it again.
Was it the RPO? Is it the quarterback decision or is it the coach decision?
People say that, but it might be the call. You know what I mean? It might be an RP. You could call it. You can tag it where you can tag it where. Yeah, you could tag it where you give it. You could tag it where you keep it, or you can make it a read. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so here we go.
You'll see. Yeah. See, if you get that kid may have scored. You can't see it. But I'm saying as a coach, when you watch that on the tape and you be like, God, if he just gave that ball, that's touchdown. It's hindsight. Hindsight is 2020, but we're just saying as coaches, you beat yourself up for that. I mean, I couldn't really see what's clean, but shout out to that defense. That everybody did their job. They stayed to the crib and they did what they were supposed to do. So
and then listen, man. So we brought on Pokeway. I mean, okay.
15-6, man. Offense can't move the ball for Central. I don't know what's going on, dog.
I know what's going on. That's Lakeland football. Pokeway, Polk County, we in the building. First time at Trash, it's a breeze. It's been a breeze.
Hey! Why you looking like that?
Right, man, 16-6, man. Offense can't move the ball for Central. I don't know what's going on, dog.
I know what's going on. That's Lakeland football. Pokeway, Polk County, we in the building. First time at Trash, it's a breeze. It's been a breeze.
Look at my face.
That's bad business right there, dog. That's bad business right there.
Hey, bro, I would have never thought I'd see a team come into Trash Power and beat Miami Central with 3 or 4 field goals, bro. Like, it was like watching paint dry, and you don't get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes defenses score 3 touchdowns in that stadium, and it was nothing I could say. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna get into it right here a little bit. Why I think what happened, and Central better fix really fast. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't much I could say. I mean, they decided to come down here. Central decided to do what they need to do in their coaching staff, and now you got your growing pains. You feel me?
I know one thing. If I ever get back coaching, I know who I'm gonna hire my OC. But I'll leave that up. AJ, aka Wesley Snipes, in this month.
Somebody said, what was the score? The score was something crazy, bro. Like 16-8. Central got a safety, and the quarterback threw a slant to Nasheem, who just committed to Florida Gators yesterday.
Boo. Boo.
He threw a slant, and that was the only point like Central scored. Central got okay. Here's the story, and I knew this before Lakeland came down here. It just, hey man, listen, with Miami, we line up, we play the game. Miami Central had Coach AJ, who I've brought on the show numerous times. 8, 9. How many state championships? Hayes? 9,
10, I think.
10 state championships. Coach AJ has been the OC. And part of the brain behind Miami Central whole kind of operation, right? For some reason, I don't know the inner workings or whatever. They went in another direction, and they went with the legend Shula, who was a legend wide receiver. I think him and Cato kind of
Tommy Shula?
Yeah.
He the OC?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. From Miami Springs, Tommy Shula. That played at Marshall.
Yeah, trash to talk, always talking trash and shit.
Yeah, Cato. I didn't know that.
OC for Raw 707. I mean, so he has connections with a bunch of national kids. He's young, he's vibrant, the kids love him. So for some reason, I don't know the inner workings. AJ is home. AJ is not the OC anymore. You understand? Shula, first game at OC, first game I know of calling a tackle football game. First one I know of. Definitely the first one for Central, or maybe the second one, if you want to count last week Ocala, right? His quarterback is Beckham Chisholm, 6'5" guy, committed to Penn State. Has yet to prove himself here in Dade County, right? Like has yet to prove himself on those stages. And I think him and Shula, I think the offense struggled.
Okay.
And in a situation where you usually like, okay, man, they go in halftime, they come back, they get it together. I was telling them on the sideline, they'll figure it out, man. And then I said to myself, oh, I don't know if they figure it out. Yeah, no more. We got to see. Shula's a young OC that has to go through his, you know what I'm saying? Go through his coaching journey. Let's see if he figure it out his first game. But we're used to AJ them figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? We're used to that. They didn't get it figured out. You know what I'm saying? They didn't get it figured out. The quarterback was kind of inaccurate. He was kind of inaccurate throughout the game. They started dinking and dunking and getting the ball in Nashawn and their guys, and Nashawn was making it happen. You know what I'm saying? He probably had 150 yards, 2 or 3 touchdowns, something like that. Nashawn Montgomery was going ace. He was going off. Shout out to him. I'm gonna play his mic'd up. I gotta play his mic'd up. Shout out to him. He was going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Had to make himself some money that night. But Central, Lakeland did nothing that I remember. They kicked 3 field goals. They kicked 3 field goals. I'm serious. It was one of those games, dog. They kicked 3 field goals. They didn't score
twice. They kicked field goals.
They scored one time. The boy Keon Young, the one who Popeway talked about, they got him. He's a big boy. They got to the goal line, and it just was like, oh, whatever. He's 230 pounds. Like he big tough boy. You know what I'm saying? Big tough boy. He got in. But everything else was field goals. They did a great job scheming up. You know what I'm saying? Things, getting guys open. But Central just couldn't muster points with their first-time quarterback, first-time OC. They couldn't put a drive together. And then when they did get to the goal line, they couldn't get in. They couldn't get in from the 1-yard line.
What?
In the fourth quarter. No, listen, this is the crazy part. They was down 8. They were 16-8, 16-6. They couldn't get in from the 1-yard line. And then the very next play, Lakeland comes in, defense gives a safety. Now it's 16-8. I'm saying to myself, Pokeway, the band is about to start playing. Y'all finna have to fight for your life to get out of here.
I'm from Lakeland. I'm fighting for my life.
I've seen this so many times in that stadium. Here's the odd thing. The band never started playing. And that was weird to me. The band never started playing. They kicked the ball off to Central, and Central couldn't muster a drive to get back down there. You know what I'm saying? To tie the score or get themselves a chance to tie the score. The band never started playing because I thought that's a part of the thing. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of
Dade County football.
Right.
Matter of fact, remember when the young lady came on, I said, what's the best band song? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, but anyway, go ahead.
But here's my thing. That night they were rolling out this, hey, we're going to stream Dade County games live. And the game was being streamed on the Jumbotron, and you had a sideline reporter, and they were streaming the game. I don't know why the band didn't play. You know what I'm saying? But I wonder if it had anything to do with the stream and them not accounting for the band or you know what I'm saying? Because it was an odd thing that band did. That band didn't stand up and start playing, even when they scored a touchdown. Usually they score a touchdown, the band played.
They played the fight song.
Fourth quarter.
Yeah, but they play the fight song after every touchdown. It's supposed to be.
They just sat down. Like the band director was sick or something.
Wow. That's interesting right there. And I'll tell you this. Like I said, I've called the games here in Orlando. The bands play. Yeah, you can hear it in the background, but if your microphones are for real, they got noise cancellation stuff going on. No, you can sit at a football game on your phone, and somebody on the other phone can kind of hear the band, but it ain't killing it unless the horn is right next to you. So if that's the case, then that's bad production, because I can't kill the atmosphere of the game and the people that are going to the game because of the live stream. So whoever's doing that, if that's the case, then they need to up their equipment. Holla at Coach Hayes. I got you.
Somebody said, how many years since Miami Central lost game one? I think Central schedules teams all across the country. They've lost game one before. Like they lost. I remember they went to John Bosco and got, maybe 3 years ago, got the brakes beat off of them. Yeah, because they don't duck any smoke. I mean, but listen, man, shout out to Lakeland, man. Shout out to Pokeway. Last year, New Orleans went up there and got them. This year, they came down here and got Central. Central got Edison this weekend. And I know Luke over there licking his chops.
Uh-oh.
Like, hey, we can score 8 points.
Uh-oh.
Like, hold up. We could get it. We could get 8 points.
Hey, I don't know. We're going to see, man. Shout out to Luke, man. I'm interested to hear, man. I'm interested to find out what's going on. I don't know, dog. High school football is back.
It's back.
It's back, dog. Football is back. I'm excited. I'm finna go to sleep right now. I'm finna do my 4 and a wake up. Isn't that what you said? 4 and a wake up, and I'm be ready.
4. We got what? We got 1, 2, 3.
4 and a wake up.
A wake up.
There you go. Yeah. 4 and a wake up. Yeah. That's what I'm finna be on. But like I said, at the end of the day, I'm just excited for it, and it is what it is. But yeah, bro. Shoe detail, coach. Look at Rocky talking about shoe detail. Hey, Rocky, what you know about that whoop that trick, Rocky? Hey, I got something for y'all, but then come to that here in a second. But
yeah.
Jason says, hey, coach, when I see IMG Academy get beat, and what's the school JoJo came from, which is Chaminade, I was like, yeah, it's a special year for us. I hear you. I like it.
Yeah, Chaminade, I didn't expect Chaminade to beat Bosco, but I didn't expect it to be that close either. But that was a close game. But Florida football took it this week, bro. American Heritage lost to Milton. American Heritage lost to Milton and Luke Nickel.
Right.
The Miami quarterback. I mean, I don't know. I got a little bit of Luke Nickel right here. Let me see. The Miami quarterback.
I got blood on my hands. Clean this up.
That's our video on Luke Nickel. They knocked off American Heritage. In a close game the other night. Malachi Tony had a big game, pretty big game too. St. Thomas got.
You just told me.
Milton won.
Yeah, you just told me. Yeah.
St. Thomas got knocked off by Bishop Gorman and Kobe Bryant, nephew at safety. That boy about 6'5".
Yeah. Eddie Springer, what's up, baby? Where you been at, Eddie? Hit me up, dog. The number's still the same. Ain't been the same since 2000, man. Eddie Springer in the building. I'm loving it, man. But no, like I say, hey, it's interesting to see. Like I said, interesting to see all this, man.
I got knocked out by St. John Bosco later that night.
Yeah. Shout out to Lake Mary Little League. I got a question. Didn't they just win a championship or something? You know what I heard? I heard Gus Malzahn giving them props in the press conference.
Who?
Lake Mary Little League. So Rocky says, correct me if I'm wrong, but Lake Mary, maybe I heard that wrong.
Baseball.
Oh, baseball. Because I was about to say, dog, how you winning the championship already, bro? We in the week 1, dog. Like, what kind of malarkey is this?
Yeah, you're talking base. He was talking about base. I think he was talking about the World Series. The
okay, I got
World Series.
I got you. Yeah. Anyway, that's what I'm on. What you got, man? You got I don't see how.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Nashawn Montgomery, bro. Committed to Florida yesterday, but he went off. He went off the other night, man. Okay. I don't see how, man. It's brought to you by IOD Squad, though.
Okay.
IOD Squad Investor Die, man. We back up. Well, we ain't back up. We just switched over the platform we run on, man. IOD Squad Investor Die. I got the link in the description, and I'll put it in the chat. It's where we invest every day in the stock market. Every day we put out plays. Every morning, 5, 6, 7 good stocks you can invest in. We believe you can invest in. We're not your financial advisors because we're not certified to do that. We just show you what we're doing. We make plays, and you guys can see the plays we make, and you can jump in them. You can ask questions. There's all type of questions have been answered in there. Anything about if you're a beginner, everybody in there started off a beginner. So if you're a beginner, you don't know nothing, you're the perfect place, man. So ILD Squad Investor Die 786-405-9499. Just text us IOD Squad. Come on, man. Let me see. Shout out to Nashawn Montgomery, man. If y'all ain't seen his mic'd up, man, it's pretty interesting, dog.
I'm interested to see it, man.
Shit, I just blew in your face, yo. You know what it is? Remember this? You remember this? That's your mama? That's your mama? You got a dance in front of your mama. Fool ass shit. What you talking about? They saw my dummy that mic there with football field. That's right. Sam, sorry, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna catch that bit like this. Saying shit deep. Oh, whose son this is? It's your ass. You ass. You ass. Hey, whoever son that is, take him home. Have the food. Nah, the corner. Yeah.
I'm gonna go get
you. That boy food.
Football field.
Football field. What's
yeah. I did a pivot. I feel like he was gonna clean my shit.
Whose son that is? Take him home. That's what it's from. This man, listen, man. Hey, man.
Hold on. He just signed to Florida?
He just signed to Florida, yeah.
Man, block this video, dog. Block this video, dog. That's the kind of attitude I like right there. Now, how he get to Florida, I don't know.
Hey, yeah, he just signed to Florida, dog. He said,
I got an issue with this, boy. I got an issue with this now.
The Hurricanes wasn't. I don't know. The Hurricanes wasn't high on him. He transferred from Cardinal Newman. Now he at Central. And bro, listen, Central has a nice wide receiver core, but these first 2 games, man, he been going 8. I don't know why Miami wasn't high on him.
I like that. Hey, you know I'm certified ish talker, boy. I love it, man. 492 people in the building. We all do streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and X, aka Twitter. Appreciate y'all coming through, man. That's my dog. His I don't see how it's brought to you by IOD Squad Invest or DI, if you understand what I'm saying. Man, I got one for you, Street.
Right.
I told you I'm a certified ish talker. And I had an opportunity. I tell you, I went to Miami, came back that night. Florida State lost. Since we're talking about Florida State, I'm going to go ahead and finish y'all off. I do a thing called night shift. Some people don't know. And on the night shift, it's late. You know, it's adult. Kids should be in the bed a little bit. But, boy, y'all know that this is brought to you by Coach Hayes Football. All right. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Damn, we're trying to get to 41,000 subscribers. So go ahead and hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Other than that, I'm ready to get to it.
Right.
Shout out to one of the members, KC3. And you won't be able to see this video because it goes into not all night shit's going to the member section. Shout out to a member, KC3. Y'all know the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. You know, it's a B. And there's a very popular song in the band world called Flight of the Bumblebee. And y'all didn't know Coach played violin. I got the world's smallest violin right here for the Florida State Seminoles, right? And here's what I did. I played it for y'all that night. Y'all check this out. Was FSU that bad? Now people going both sides of this Flight of the yeah. Flight of the Bumblebee, y'all. Ta-da! Shout out to the world's smallest violin for Florida State. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The world's smallest violin I just played for the Florida State Seminoles. And I got my own solo. Y'all ready? All right, now get that crap out of here. Talk.
No,
Hey, that's all I'm saying.
You were really playing. You look serious. Like,
hey, man. Florida State. Google Man on the line. We got Google Man on the line. Google. That's all I'm saying, dog. We had a good time with it, man. We were having fun. We was trolling. At night shift go wild. It go crazy, man. Also, y'all join the Discord. I think LV will throw it up in the chat here in a second, man. We have a good time. Like I say, we're gonna make it happen. And that's where we are, man. We'll be back big time right here. Wednesday is the YouTube takeover. That's what it's brought to you by. The YouTube takeover. I was slipping. All right, the 8-hour show, 4 p.m. to 12 midnight. My man right here, Street will be in the building. X will be in the building. Locked On Canes will be in the building. Miami Flow will be in the building. My man Ayo and Lex will be in the building. I'm still waiting on from Batman Chalupa in the building. I'm still waiting from Brad Tejada. I'm still waiting on my man D and Larry Frank. Shout out to them. They're gonna be in the building from Utah, baby. It's Utah, baby. They're gonna be in the building. Who else gonna be in the building, Street? We might even get a surprise guest. X might bring a surprise guest with him.
Y'all don't want to see X surprise guests.
I'm trying to think who else gonna be in the building. Here's my thing. If you guys are like Miami Hurricane fan, check your favorite content creator and say, are you a part of the YouTube takeover? And if you're not, whoever that content creator is, tell them to get in contact with me on Twitter at Coach Hayes FB, and I'll send them the link. Ain't no love lost. If they make Hurricane content, they welcome. They welcome. That's where I am. Coach Coop. Wait on Coach Coop confirmation. Yeah. Talk to me.
You got Coach Coop coming through?
Yeah, I'm waiting on his confirmation. So I sent it all out to everybody that I knew. NMD, waiting on his confirmation. Shout out to NMD. I ain't had him on yet, man. So I got to get him on.
I like NMD. I've talked to him. I don't know where he's from. I've hollered at him before. Yeah. I like his content.
Also, your boy Nate just did a video. Did y'all see that? Did you say Nate Watts about drinking the Kool-Aid? Did y'all see that?
Somebody, I gotta watch it. Somebody put it in our group chat.
Yeah, I just reached out to him today about it. Shout out to him. Nate Watts, he came on one, I think in 22 he came on. So I reached out to him. Maybe he's coming. Oh, category, do me a favor, guys. Ayo, do me a favor. I'll reach out to the category 6 guys too. I think they just recently started. So category 6 guys as well, please reach out to them. They more than welcome to come on to the YouTube takeover. It's YouTube, dog. Ain't nobody taking it personal. We all in the content. We all want to talk about the Canes. It is what it is. Even though we agree or disagree, it's all love, man.
Some of you do take it personal.
Man, guess what? On that, for them 8 hours, if you take it personal, then it's on you. But we're going to have a good time for them 8 hours. You understand? Can I call a West Coast, East Coast, West Coast truce for 8 hours, dog? Can y'all put the microphones down and not Twitter somebody to death for 8 hours, dog?
Twitter somebody to death.
Type them in all caps for 8 hours. I'm going to take your time slot. Ugh. That crap out of
Twitter somebody to death.
Yeah. Hey, I'm typing you in all caps. With a mean face emoji. Get out of here with that foolishness, man. Anyway, we've been on this thing for 121, man, having a good time. We are in Dublin, Ireland. Man, we took the private jet to Dublin, Ireland, man. We about to jump on right now and head back to the crib and make it happen, man. No, Reggie, I can't find the Oracle. I don't know where the Oracle is, and I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous, man. But I hope all is well with her. Shout out to
y'all still ain't found her?
Nah, man. Nah, man.
AKA Cane fan.
Maybe not. Just tell me you all right, baby. Just tell me you left me. That's all. Just don't leave me a Dear John letter. Just say, hey, I don't want to be with you no more, baby. And I can take that. I can take that. All right. You got my hands sweat. I got nervous when I started thinking about that. But anyway, with all that being said, man, we up out of here and we'll make it happen. Shout out to Georgia Tech.
I told Florida State they should have got Coach Hayes' mom out the transfer portal. I told Norvell, get Miss Hayes out the transfer portal. She would have stopped Hans King from getting to the corner. He hard-headed. He want to go get DJ Uiagalelei. He hard-headed. Hard-headed, make a soft ass. Let's get up out of here, man. Shout out to Coach Hayes' mama. She's still in the transfer portal.
Footballville mama's so big, it wasn't actually raining in Ireland. She was sweating. We out of here. Peace.